What's up, everybody? It's Graham. I'm back with you guys again for episode number 2 of this special series that we're doing. In fact, maybe you guys recognize this shirt. Maybe you guys even own one of these shirts, if you should be so lucky. In fact, today we're going to recap a special mission trip experience that took place nearly 3 years ago. This is Mission Trip Memories. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 mission trip to Chattanooga, Tennessee. And what a trip it was. We packed up this beach crew. We left the salt water at home and headed on a road trip to the mountains of the Southeast. Man, and Chattanooga is just a cool city. We'll get into that later in the video. But road trip was awesome. Mr. Quentin doing what Mr. Quentin does, and we love him for it. This was cool too. We had multiple groups that were staying at the same location as us. And so each morning, one group would prepare lunch for all of the mission teams that were heading out and serving in the community. So this was just a great way to start our day, to serve each other, which is, serving each other and serving the community, and ultimately serving Christ is what mission trips are all about. And one of those mission sites was a local summer camp. And this, I have to say, was probably one of the highlights of our trip. Our students being able to go and work with young kids at the summer camp, to engage with them through sports and activities, crafts, music, and just being able to spread the love of Christ was incredible. Again, one of the highlights. And of course, being in Chattanooga on the outskirts of the city, we had teams that would go to Lookout Mountain. And one of the issues that they got to wrestle with was clearing trails that have been overgrown with brush and debris, and in a way to make sure those trails are accessible and usable for the local residents was for us to come through and clear the way so that these areas of the parks could actually be used. And again, they're limited on staff, so they really rely heavily on volunteers, groups through the summer, to participate in some of these activities. And I always love Cameron doing what Cameron does. Tossing debris into a big pile. That was a good time. And then we've got Quentin and Adriana looking like they're, out of a scene from The Walking Dead. We used machetes, but we were safe. Trust me, always safe. Safety first. And once again, we just had a great time serving these local parks, and they don't have the staff to be able to upkeep with the trails and the local attractions. So we were a big part of that. And whenever you get St. Pete kids who are used to the beach that see a freshwater river, I don't know what the deal is, right? It's like, no alligators, let's hop in. So we did that. There were probably some snakes, but we won't talk about that. And man, this was one of the great parts of our trip, that each night all our groups would come together for worship, for Bible study, and just kind of debrief the day and pray over each other, and see how God was working in our lives through each daily mission. And this was cool, man. It's like, we didn't have phones, we didn't have social media, we didn't have all these different distractions. That's what the cool thing is about a mission trip. You're just engaging with another and learning about each other, developing relationships, and tying each other's shoes. This was one of those cool things that our students said, hey, we're going to tie each other's shoes each day, and it caught on. And then, man, Robbie is a savage. He would eat like half of a watermelon in one bite. I've never seen anything like it before. I hope he repeats this summer. Him and watermelon, watch out. And one of the cool parts of being in Chattanooga was being able to walk to the pedestrian bridge, a bridge that connected the east and west bank of Chattanooga, and almost like a different environment on either side, restaurants and ice cream shops, stuff like that, just cool stuff. We also got to go hike and see Rock City. And I mean, this was cool. Once again, we've got, a lot of our students who maybe had not traveled much or not been to the mountains, not hiked in elevation before. So this was really cute, really cool, getting to the top and being able to see this magnificent view. And I think it's like 7 states that you can see from this point, something like that. And oh man, like the waterfalls, I mean, just stuff we don't get to see, and I think it allows us to appreciate the complexity of God's creation. You know, when you see places like Chattanooga, the mountains, you just see the artistry of our Creator. So just awesome experience doing that. And then we have Sarah and her emotional support puppy. Not really, but we did run into this puppy at one of the nursing homes we were serving at, and this was certainly a highlight. I don't know what it is. I mean, you see a puppy and you just want to love it and touch it and pet it and kiss on it, and this was definitely a moment for great photos. And of course, being gone on 4th of July, away from our family, we had to break out the fireworks. Nothing too crazy, just some sparklers. And I have to say, this was great for our team camaraderie. You know, this was nearing the end of our trip, and just being able to get together and have some fun was a great time. Oh man, and this is like the second to last day. We actually got to go whitewater rafting. Again, man, you don't know teamwork until you've gone whitewater rafting. Like we ditched the paddle boards, the skim boards, and stuff we're used to here on the beach, and we tackled the Ocoee River, the rapids of the Ocoee River. We had some like class 3, class 4, maybe even class 5 rapids, and I think everyone stayed in their raft, which was the goal. So we were safe, had our safety equipment on, but man, there really isn't anything quite like whitewater rafting. And sometimes it's, some people have bad experiences, but we had a fantastic experience as a group. And this is just a final shot of all the teams that served in Chattanooga, friendships, relationships built, people that we still stay connected to this day. An incredible mission trip we'll never forget, Chattanooga, Tennessee. And this is Mission Trip Memories.